Psalm 27 will change your life. Start your day unstoppable. Oh, a good morning, champions of destiny. There is a power so profound, so unshakable, that if you harness it at the start of your day, no force on earth will be able to hold you back from victory. That power is found in Psalm 27 Jude. This is not just a scripture. It is a battle cry for the unstoppable, a declaration of fearless faith and accountability, and the ultimate mindset for those who refuse to be defeated. The fearless confidence. The Lord is my light. Whom shall I fear? A true power begins the moment you wake up and declare, "I will not be ruled by fear." Psalm 271 isn't just a verse. It's a psychological weapon. A mindset shift that separates the victorious from the defeated. Every morning, you have a choice. Will you let doubt dictate your day? Or will you step forward with unshakable boldness? The greatest men and women in history didn't wait until they felt brave to act. Accountability, they moved as if they were fearless, and courage followed. When you start your day with the declaration, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?" You are programming your subconscious for dominance. You are telling your mind that no obstacle, no opponent, no setback has authority over your destiny. Fear is a liar. It magnifies threats and shrinks possibilities. But when you anchor your confidence in something greater than your circumstances, you operate from a position of strength, not survival. This isn't about blind optimism. It's about trained conviction. The soldier doesn't enter battle hoping he won't be hit. He trusts his training, his armor, his cause. In the same way, when you fill your mind with this truth at the start of the day, you rewire your instincts. Challenges don't disappear, but your relationship with them changes. You stop seeing problems as roadblocks and start recognizing them as proving grounds. The world belongs to those who refuse to cower, who walk into every room, every meeting, every struggle with the unspoken certainty. I am here by divine right, and nothing formed against me will stand. That's not arrogance, it's alignment. When fear whispers, what if you fail? Or you answer back, what if I win? Because the light that guides you is greater than the shadows that try to shake you. This is how you live undefeated. Eat single-minded focus. One thing I ask, eliminate distractions. Lock in on purpose and The difference between mediocrity and mastery comes down to one brutal truth. Scattered minds never build empires. David Accountable didn't say, "I'll chase 100 things and hope one works out." He declared, one thing I ask. That's the secret weapon of every unstoppable achiever. They don't just set goals. They surgically eliminate everything that doesn't align with their ultimate mission. Your morning set the tone for this warfare of focus. When you start your day drowning in emails, social media, and reactive business, you've already lost. But when you wake up with Psalm 2:7 Job 4 blazing in your spirit, one thing I seek, you activate a predator's focus. The world's greatest innovators, athletes, and leaders all share this traiting. They protect their attention like a sacred flame. Distractions will come like beggars at the door, pleading for your time, your energy, just 5 minutes. But you've been immunized by clarity. You don't manage distractions. You annihilate them by default because your purpose isn't negotiable. This isn't about time management. It's about why identity enforcement. When your first thought each morning is locked on that one thing, whether it's building your legacy, dominating your craft, or deepening your faith, you create a gravitational pull that bends circumstances to your will. Weak minds multitask. Fierce minds tunnel vision. Look at nature. A river cuts through rock, not by its power, but by its persistence in one direction. That's the power you unleash when you start your day with this laser focus. Every decision becomes simple. Does this serve the one thing? If not, it gets discarded like dead weight. While others zigzag through life chasing shiny objects, you move like a guided missile toward your destiny. The clutter clears, the noise fades. All that remains is the path, the mission, the unshakable knowing that you were born for this. And nothing gets to steal your focus. Of unshakable faith in battle, though an army besiege me, I will not fear. Oh, but real strength isn't measured when everything is easy. It's forged when the world turns against you. A Psalm 2:7-3 isn't poetry, it's a war manual. David wrote these words from the battlefield of life, where enemies circled like wolves and defeat seemed inevitable. Yet his response, absolute defiance. That's the mindset of legends. Not the absence of opposition, but the refusal to let opposition dictate their reality. You must understand, faith isn't some fragile hope that things might work out. Faith is the unbreakable certainty that even when armies rise, even when the odds scream, impossible, you are already victorious because your trust isn't in circumstances, but in the invincible force that governs them. Every morning, when you declare, though an army encamp against me, you're not denying the battle. You're declaring your position in it. Warriors don't pray for no storms. They become the storm. History proves it, Hug. The breakthroughs that changed the world didn't come in peaceful times. They were seized by those who stared down impossible odds and said, watch me. That's the power you tap into when you start your day with this verse. It rewires your nervous system for combat. Setbacks become setups. Attacks become fuel. The moment you stop fearing the fight, you gain an unfair advantage. Because while others panic at resistance, you recognize it as proof you're on the verge of something monumental. This isn't blind positivity, it's strategic defiance. The enemy's goal isn't to defeat you. It's to make you believe defeat is possible. But when you anchor your soul in this truth each morning, you don't just survive battles. You leave them stronger than when you entered. That's the law of unshakable faithing. The more they come at you, the more they prove your destiny. Obey single-minded focused. One thing I ask. Eliminate distractions. Lock in on purposing, Cub. The most dangerous weapon you possess isn't talent, resources, or connections. It's your ability to focus with ruthless precision on what matters most. David's declaration of, one thing I ask, reveals the secret psychology of history's greatest achievers. They didn't succeed by doing more things, but by doing fewer things better than anyone else. This isn't about time management, it's about life or death priority management. When you start your morning anchored in this truth, you activate a mental state where distractions don't just bounce off you, they don't even register on your radar. The average person's mind is like a crowded marketplace, with thoughts shouting for attention like street vendors. But the disciplined mind, it's a sanctified war room where only mission, critical intelligence gets admitted. Every sunrise presents the same critical choicing. Will you let the world dictate your agenda, or will you dictate terms to the world by your unwavering focus? The science is clear. Multitasking is a myth perpetuated by the mediocre. True excellence demands tunnel vision, so intense it borders on obsession. Look at any field of human achievement. The masters weren't well-rounded. They were dangerously lopsided in their devotion to one supreme objective. This is why morning rituals matter. The first hour after waking programs your mental operating system for the day. Fill it with clutter, and you'll spend hours digging out. Fill it with Psalm 27's laser focus, and you create an impenetrable force field against triviality. The modern world is designed to fragment your attention, notifications, breaking news, endless scrolling, all conspiring to keep you reactive instead of revolutionary. But when you ground yourself in one thing, focus, you develop what Navy SEALs call front sight focus, the ability to block out everything except your target. This mental discipline creates compound interest in your destiny, small daily acts of focused intention, multiplied over time, become an unstoppable momentum that crushes obstacles through sheer accumulated force. A paradox. The more narrowly you focus, the more expansive your impact becomes. Because when you stop splitting your energy, cross a dozen mediocre pursuits, and pour it all into one supreme mission, you achieve escape velocity from the gravitational pull of average. That's the power David understood, not just asking for one thing, but refusing to settle for anything less. From this day forward, let Psalm 27 be your morning power ritual. Speak it, believe it, live it. Agu fear will flee, Obokabu focus will sharpen. Abu faith will rise, Dobi Obabu victory will follow. This is not just inspiration. This is Gu, the mindset of legend say. Now go forth, and go proclaim the day like the conqueror you were born to be. Ua to your unstoppable success,